de shimama emamunya joy mama kwaba don sia abo ewo power 97.9 FM so da fe TVXYZ kasa fidie so enanyuma ya tena se nsema yen central for akotire ene anafo aba betro na esebufo asemu ene de baba so mo se Kasiebo editie enanyuma ewo fidie ma yeri free 37 Ababrese Street enkran osu ana ya to apete adaroma Ghana mantem du se ni nyina mu yene affiliate adaroma na mote yenka abafo ntete fidie no so bete yenka ewo www.myxyzonline.com enwechi Global FM ewo ho yene anuanom Volta Power enso ewo ho from mantem kura Kasiebo mu oti yenka oseku takrade ene ni potema eye sharp 106.9 FM era fe Nsroma FM won kran kwanta eye Doma West Buem FM oja sekan ewo eye Buem Mantemu Jiame 107.7 ewo Sampa German of the South in the time man sinimu amanfoti yenka na nanom FM na wahafo go so Mehameda aba emem kukom amanfoti yenka Western Radio enso ewo Eziama Elembele tikobo number 1 and 2 Eziama wonu nyina yenka High Radio ewo bechem nkwanta ne nkrofo KFM okpaza amanfo ewo dambai ne kpandai omo so yenka Click FM ewo Bole wo mo so ne bamboyfo wo mo yenka VC Radio eye dunkwa ofen na atom local FM asase tre enzema Loud Silence TV so Kasiebo di adencheche ewo ho information centers no doso ebi ewo Kasapen eno eye Jima Information Center no na fe Unity ewo Glubi Crachin Chumu ena Jima Information Center enso maka Chief Yabo ewo Shalaja ena Victory Information Center ewo Lontu NDC Information Center wa Jumako Angel ewo Wenchibuno Olu ewo Cape Coast Abra Market Seaworld ewo Mankesim Justice Information Center wo Bupe ena Giovanni Zienso Asante Achem Masisi Maso Information Center enso ekura Kasiebo bi mo sanso ena Kuma Pem Royals enso ewo Brody Time ansirimo wodo nyina ekura Kasiebo ya wono mo ede ebre yen na wodo wadwenkyere beba ahwehwe yen wo Facebook Power 979 FM otroboma like page no ana follow na for wadwenkyere bra ye be kan nyina enso ede amount sanso na TVXYZ Ghana Kasiebo di enfumpanso ewo ho a enya samketo yen nwumrei enseba ye de somono na edi mo akotene ni bi ene se wonoma womuko suapo wie suku a ese wobesoma ban national service for wonum kire mo se womuko strike na enensu ato de ene ade abum je womuko strike na obi se womuko strike a eno no efa Ghana for ho ben ye bekwa kuti o masem
Sanso anana grant adia tudwa na wasra ban se sambre so tabiri nkrata bia kruchiri se bill ade komra shebedwefie efa free senior high no osi ontwa sokora na mum no wonhwe se woni akirachirafo ni panim de ehomasuemu besi nkondwa
Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association eno eye adwumaku ahodo a wono mo ede plastic eye niama tese nsu aye no bottle yi ene ne akeka ka ho wonom chem sa ban de eto bi aba enya sam ketwa eti wonom so ebetu atua ehon sam ye de sommo
Sanso ana aban ade atudwa se Robert Cramper onko eye energy ministry onko ye dwuma se eye minister of state na dwuma be important na okwe no ehon sam ye de bremo
na Ghana ha ade ba kwa ya se ye Ghana ha ya mamre ne ya mane akiri ne se bema no bema beda oba no oba beda eno na ya se enibi aba eti human rights ena nam so na Ghana ya de mra aba se yanyintu wo mra shebe fie se oba ntumi ware oba bema ntumi ware bema eno na brati be afre no Richard the last guy o yensem chuoni ene Amanda Dr. Amanda Odoi ene asem no ko ye se me na mede me ba no se wode ne to abema ne yonko bema ma na buoguma efam ho ben sa asem no court se wobeba bebua bosome ne da etoso dunson
Saso ana aya yisi watchers adia tudwa na wachirem se sadia se electoral commission atu anamon epeso ye voter transfer wonsensem ofato sumienu a wambo ipark from panyimfo mane no se enya dia ntiasie bi ewomu
Buankra Inland Port eye bia yesi wasantemantem okokuma se ansa na ubedu age so no nsabenkum so ho na ewo na no project insha se enya ne senka amanfo ede ne mai frabrochire ba na ese kobokina ekokuma se ne bono kaya di train ba fananka ehon so ye porta yebetuma akwa project na che nam so ema edomkuma no wono mo akwa kopia mo se okwa kohwehwem ne ntia project na che sa na akufu adon so edeje fans
Sanso and lock up investment holders it is almost some dia tudwa se nyame adoma ochina hwiebe ombekwa akohia speaker isa ne say na nadu tirimu ya din
Gomanya no hene ban na akwakoya illegal connection na ECG fo achi no na nwumre ye de honsam obremo
sanso ana yebekọ senya breku hoso omanfo a ekopo de nsem bia tudwa honsam mobete e Kasiebo yi emu
abushafo weni nsem afofo pi na abete Kasiebo emu se ye de esomo ene nwumre da sra kese ema ex natural mineral water in supapa ba FDA de stamp team so se panyan se ye nom na mboa na fe nsu a ye rede no ehia no etumi embo dwuma yi pa nsu opedodo to abrafidem ha se ewo TV XYZ to betumi anya bia nom amane ma konkan pa X de awreho mu anije mu nsu a nom no Melcom branch bia wa kra bia obura ho a obenya ex natural mineral water wono ma da woro ma ne aboafo soronko bebere e ka ho bi na de nsemi e de so ma kenkan fo ene nwumre yi eye me piesie okra boys prefect chief tankers honorable without constituency ekume mene me Wednesday sister
akuya Grantama.
Yana atina se de adwenche eye Kasiebo ba for adwenche ebra e wo Facebook na kan fama. Ye kode e de chire mo ewo eye National Service Scheme. Na National Service Scheme eye adwumaiku ana se eye asoye bia aba se wo wie suampon a ya se osoma abanti ano no adwuma a wo kwa ye na abantua o kate se ne obi afa adwuma. Na emom ya bema kakra de be ye lorry fair ne ade. Ene ye da sori ya National Service Scheme Personnel Association of Ghana na se wono ma wo me National Service esoma ban ene Ghana man e kire mo se wono mo strike wo mu kuo no ye se friend no conspag say conspag de wono ma conspy strike na wo mu kire mo se ne eto wo strike de se statement a wo mo de aba wo mu kire mo se aban emfa wo mo allowance mu eye kete ti se dwie ba atade na aban betua no wontua ama kom di omo obi efiri yakwe ewo eye asante bantemu eno otenkran dodowa eno oye National Service wa high dan obefuro kara wa badenta akwakoye na djuma obi so firi nkwanza woti kumasi kwotwi ena wo ye djuma eso high dan obi so firi eye tikobo number 1 e wonzema wono so wotakwa obe high dan na saban tuo mo kade anesa ho kire pa na aba nya asem keto ne enkanka ne wa we frɛ ne amote ye wa Wasaben Free East na yede wa kokumase na woni mabusuani bia ho na abantua ka na fe osore ahram nkwa na ohram ti wa de krata aba kire mu se wonum nkwa adwuma gisa abanye tua se iska no kom di omo e kom bede wo enu achi bebere se omo yare kwa mu nyeska nko asuputi nti akwa ya asefem sempa wa de krata ide ababonten ye be kwa omo so na fe panyi ba kwa won de wose wono na ye leader a wodi anim se aban entomas wonu musika ne mfa mo a wono de obeka no kredit akira ban se won toto enema yie nidi ede eye Xavier Kwame Dogbe wono ena wo ye lead convener and as a lead advocate edema National Service for ya aban tu omoka kom de omu ya ba homanum se ye de ne kasa nanso ahoma no entu memre pamien sakana ye no mo ebabon komo mu kirem se bosia bon kwa no mobo enkanka ne MTN quick loan yeso ma agea o se MTN quick loan so gea boso me so a ese okotua na sa age foforo nanso time na so na ya ma warning 1 wantua warning 2 wantua ye de 12% ata so say pim eno so wantua enti eno no sa no se okosere sika na obi se no momo 50 Ghana na 100 Ghana sika no MTN 14 we wiem ansa na duru phone no so ti eno ena ye omo ya wo mo se wo mo tie tua ye saka Xavier ene na betwetwe nkomo ya ekua ma ye nto aso na ye nkonsem foforo mu Xavier ba homa no so a ye ne omo betwetwe nkomo
National Service ko strike
ai
sita ge kra ko ye no ye nkomo de awie omo na ho atitifi
se National Service de no se sika na da ho e wo botum nti ke se wo mo de mo ba sabi obi atama kwa investment nti wo twen ne mfaso ansa na ebia ai sabusumi miensa utam 1 million Ghana cedis kwa kwa investment abusumi miensa woni miska benya ai nti bebere di business
okay ya twaso na yanku enimu yewo eye adesuamu ana ese nei akirachirafo a ekirade ewo ntwaso suku ahodro emu oman Ghana mu dino eye nagrate etwa ne tietietia omude nsem bi ato abenum akiremu so omosra bampa omatitete pa ase omo no ye tabiri nkrata bi dia ko eye mrahye bedwafie enunu mprempre ye bill na chese mrahye bedwafo gbogbo ho an no no omji tuma abade ne sasha se baba ye chese law se behwa aboa aye free senior high school no abo ne chidom na setimi atena oda apem omre so bia mfare nsankoka esale se na se no eye ne legacy papa chese odi jaga na fo na wako eni nti omunhwe na so omunye mbra mfa ntachi na nsem enam ya na grat se da bio ensem se de ekwa chese wo ba homasua a free senior high no achira fo pese achira de no enya de aban afro mukura ne omakasa agye adwenkyire bi ewo chese nsusue bi o sansem no sanso anani pampu anka ni mude ewo homasua so muka bie wom ewo homasua mu sankrofo nso ese mo mama ne njo madwenkyire bia ewo sansem no eho eni nti anka adenti na banhwe na chese bill Ukraine fancy nchen na eni achirachirefo ni ade nkasa na ese yenjo bia adwene mbo ne po na chese yenso amfa nkogu mrahye bedwafie no so mso mbobo ho na atimi ayembra ewo manga mu eni nti no sansem de omso spend kra na atimi aboa se benese yanyoma hodo so betimi akoso na sansem so mbe suspend na so omso spend no yabeko ayawma no so na yani Owura William Buadi atimi atwe nkomo esane so no na oye panyi kwankyerefo ema Educate Africa Institute na yabusa sansem no bill no so ahuhia anasa wose chese yani omo kasansa atimi aboa Owura Buadi so otimi nka memo akwa abade wase se waje pena na ba atwe nkomo yi nia edi kan musa se bill no a chese omode komrahye bedwafie no ahuhia si ebenya bill edi aboa free senior high school na
mamintia wone wasifo mini aba enhunya enfaso ni sokora ba kokra policy no already it is captured in our 1990 constitution over article 25 plus 1b this article states that secondary education in 8 different forms including technical and vocational education shall be made generally available and accessible to all by every appropriate means, and in particular by the progressive introduction of free education. In the workshop, we and a company His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, this is for starting progressive free, it's not that all yen and Kakanda because and yet on one idea. Ghana Merv won't say, I was saying you do the Ghana must have a free, but you're paying a crank. Now you do the idea, now I'm free, totally. I buy with your audience, I have your off one, you're not because government, no alien. If there's no need to ever start a year pay, parliamentary approval, no people about what was me and answer what was a idea. Your constitution, no essay and say, yeah, baby, yeah. The we are telling the woman of your handy that is the national beneficiaries in national passport.
Yo na eja Buadi wonje ndi se challenges a wo kan ne free senior high school no se anka aban betimi anya committed pepepe dia ma no se bia sika wo se kwa bekọ ne ade anyina no wo se mbra ne tachi se be no bia ba sika wo se kwa no bekọ na se free senior high na timi aya adwuma esa ne se mprempren kwala ne bia anya aduane ndi baby o mo betena textbooks ne ade anyina no enkwesa ne se mbra bia te se efa awin mu no enhyada emu nhyada anya den
the fact that it is captured under the Article 25 plus 1b. To be able to say, oh yeah, a project like this, you need resources. If the lack of facilities, lack of resources, lack of professionals, that is the responsibility of the government now when implementing some policy. And there's no need to say, you didn't have parliamentary approval and sana. I was a corner, Yako. A previous term, I send an year, free officers, union area. Now, say, Omuka, we turn us, Ghana go at dinner Supreme at Obama. And also, say, Parliament, FIDQ bill. They are going to know as I know, say, the budget, the Ghana Community of Education, the utility this year, a banana, running away from a responsibility. If the end am I able to be a dream? When the foot to a young yadema by say, there's no need to seek for parliamentary approval. Because the Ayana, ye e call a education ministry no e kwa e se kugu obi betom e wo se die nti escana kono e ye adwuma se ne se e fata e na wo se ye hwe ne mu se ya magana fo antia se ya de no wo e ye constitution ni gada e aban na se o ye responsible a wo ye na akwa zenfufu na o mutu egu Ghana fo ani now ye kwakwa ni se minority no empne so and a majority you want to place. Meanwhile, say a minority records I want to say the past government it move for a part of the minority no all person and I launch a progressively free etiquette. Now the past government is on or who say a prayer you implemented free education facilities are only continue a more for the corner. And it's in a banner starting community day school 26 blocks, no. If the idea can buy way to us, then can double track any other issues that you're facing in the company. You can say, like I say, teacher 4-year school. Now, so some banner, a finance ministry, every month, financial grant. Yes, you are put so many now. I'm not quite what to begin. Ubeko school, Muna, teacher learner ratio, look up for the balance. I'm a father break any back up, and the mother trainer is your company 18 coso. Teacher learning materials comply, and also I limited the company MIA. In the abandon any responsible, and I come out studying now, Abba.
Ne Krakramuno, Nagrat as Ressa was a banisher, Nanka or near Achra for any pebianum oh, Messiano, a simconja, a cassa, a will be so pansa, or Matimiaka Sebia, ye bibisa, a war a free senior hano. Only a moya, Jenny was a banamocasa.
Only, the Nagrat a yagini. Nasa a yes, 6 years here, or more can once a mean. Yet here, as started 2019. Now 2019, after said Naka, a developing new curriculum no eba yeno. Firstly, I was part of the officials the training teacher for as a boy the implementation no that is 1st September 2019. Now it is stated say BC will be scrapped and yet the national standardized test and a better BC and NEMU. In the Mofan say every 2 years, class 2, class 4, class 6. Then JHS2, SS1. In the whole 2 JHS secondary school, also BC and San Wako will be promoted based on your performance after a year national standard test. No, I have conducted. Now, I do play what there should be proper stakeholder engagement or consultation, including the national PTA and some of the play a pivotal role in every educational policy implementation. And the Abana, you know, it's not one here. Oh, consulting the stakeholder media a paramount. No government or paper out the policy, educational policy that me free teacher for no. So one of them. I don't do. A woman of the Buana policy implementation very smooth. It is that and a Motona Nagat to media. I come up to them.
Ja Buadi Najasa Onyamo Keonyamu Yadnesa or Sabano, and no momunum de Omesion with Simconia Tratradre, and Sa Matimia and Yansembia Genato Crans Sebia, and Brania Besham Kana at Timiabanesa.
Oh, yes. I know the on say a bra a year lady Ebano. Oh, and I'm to about it here. And that was the first time I knew about with active stakeholder engagement and as a consultation. I don't think any about you want to classroom. Oh, the answer would be a good cat so about no more that year. If you now near Baba Yaguman or so one consort, tell me, yes, Yamo, as to what is happening in classroom. Oh, my God, no. Miniaba, and Mofana Dawson, if you can the paper look down, every class there now, teachers, you look, you always have any monitor. And you want to so a boom so, but professionals, they won't answer. And I'm a fan of down their door. Besides, double track system, yeah, scheme of work. I'm a quality teacher, a BO, a year secondary school near a year schools, a year. They were able to cover 2 and 3 topics. Other topics now can be factor from to Fonico Fino, a shegu. So, Moba, almost prepare another scheme of work. Now, the Enwatre, the one to cover no Mukofino, a shegu. But we should also bear in mind, academics no strategically I was say continuous can you continue na say akolane jump here ebedu no obe fambo and these are the future leaders at Tembia Kasa near Yeka. This is yet mentioned here. How would they be able to take up the mantle tomorrow? We cannot please do things haphazardly. About when you may be basa, we give them a here. Now, quite so mano and no cray abayetro and the trabe no cray. And here will be there. Here, not that aircraft and the air can say. There should be a proper consultation and even community engagement because I have fully play a role in this kind of air policy implementation. So the government must do this right. And to whom much is given, much is expected. Sika akosa policy in the history of our country. Edukem, Sebekaya last year, World Bank ever wanted the car says Sika. Yedeko a free SHS no eso naso resources flow bano enso any nobody IMF ever wanted the car said your free SHS was poorly targeted. We na mo panye koso enu po yema panika say all flagship projects including the free SHS policy are up for review. Na obi ka review almost say cancellation. There should be a proper consultation. Not the teacher for no becano. Almost find a human sana. Ya consider young person yeno. Okay.
And the crack about what Mammy so what said ya free senior high school implementation. It's a compromise on quality of education, Anna.
Yes, a compromise and a very dangerous and devastating. Unim, the echo suni, a mofan de play a because I buy the air food suppliers car. But first of all, so any be anyhow. Because here the polypathic food soldiers and I see buffer stock you made the omuting now. This kind of could be an aquacuckoo bottom.
Okay.
Now the head teachers need be a in here. Say our move near bra. No one in no pay school or no so a Bruno no my butter trading. And I know and I've gathered some reports from so many schools, including Accra. I'm a friend to play a developing stomach ulcer. Yes, I'm a developing stomach ulcer, and they say, yeah, catch from say milk and sugar. In the old bar now, milk and sugar. Now they cook up Mudiaba. A binding to provided. So, what some are doing is that over the Anchene and the Comb Cup and Cody Cocoa, any Obrayo, Tom Brown. Already, Tom Brown, no, but yeah, they chill Gumdada. Now, Kwako Sunday and China, Equaquia, replacing sugar, a better day. Okay. These are some of the things that echo. You fire for Panso and Shame Money. Akulano Sono, all Shadianum, or one developmental stage, until on here balance side, with no development with Nenya or the some of the students are also using plain water sachet and they declare because there's no air water.
Water, okay.
So these are some of the issues. Cha a double check once I make a say scheme of work, community cover and coffee. Phone to Flam, no caso mostly. Almost young baby out, as almost baby 2 months. Almost for 4 months. What kind of education are we giving to the next generation?
Okay.
A 2 was a devastating. We must not sit down and keep quiet. If not,
Yo, William Body, Yabadas Papa, so when you bring watch lecture and same say Adiamana Nado, so bet you for 2 don't ye na etimi aboyina.
Parliament a year asudi se wo mo ebe gina mo na so amasa nema we akonka ntina wo parliamentary select committee on education ti kwa Dr. Clement Park mo ne yewe abako no no oye ranking member no one mu nyina wo ho so omumbisa the right questions na omo enforce government no nya ne ehia yebakwa o mane so na yakwa nkomo biom national service force omo ko strike wobakatu akam mienim bosome dodo akam ona omo se bosia na omo eje ama NMTN quick loan se MTN for the data ba national service for list year 10 omuntumi ntwa MTN for kra hwa na sa quick loan kra kwa kugu Savia Kwame Dogbe ewa homane so wono eneye panyi ba ko national service scheme personnel association wono mu die ni ma wo mane aban ko Savia akwaba.
Okay, from
Hello Savia. Savia Dogbe. Okay, ahomano etwetwasi yabasa fresi via biom na ya no asa abon komo biom ne wa mo ka ne se aban entwa mo ka yenti anam so ama nipa bebre na yare accommodation na fe transport a mo de be ko adwuma nyina wono mu nya bi save as what be ka TVXYZ to the Power FM so ni ya ma kwa ba ene anwumre.
Thank you so much. Good evening to all national service personnel in Ghana and all stakeholders and media houses.
So for how long have you been chasing the national service scheme managers to get you your stipends?
Let me say that those of us who have been posted earlier in November, we have, from November to January, we have been working without any allowance. We have made our concerns known to our various directors and representatives, but they still not to care. And as at now, we have groups of NSS, clinically trainees, NSPs, and with the graduates. Now, the government is owing us 3-month allowances, and the trainees is owing them 4 to 5 month allowances. And these are monies that we need to survive and be able to render our mandatory services to the state. Now, the main reasons that underpin this strike action are one has to do with our inability to pay our accommodations and utility bills due to non-payment of allowance. We have been struggling to pay our bills, and we have to be borrowing money to pay our accommodation fees because our landlords and landladies have been persuading us. We have no option than to borrow money from people, promising them of their allowance payback in order to pay for our accommodation and utility bills. The second one has to do with we transporting ourselves from our various homes to our user agencies or workplaces just to render the mandatory services to the state. And we have to pick cars, we have to pick motorbikes to go to work. And now that allowances are not paid, national service personnel are always forced to borrow money. Some will have to walk far from their homes to their workplaces, in and out every day, just to meet a mandatory or a required number of days for them to be validated for allowance. The third one has to do with we having challenges with feeding ourselves at work in our homes each and every day. We struggle a lot to eat. As I'm talking to you now, for 2 weeks, my gas has finished. I've not been able to even fill my cylinder. How I'm surviving is very new to me. We have to borrow money from people, different sources, promising them that when they pay, we pay back. And when these allowances are paid, we will use almost 80 or 90% of them to pay debts. Because our NSS rules demand that we have to go to work for some required number of days before we can be validated for allowance. Even the rules states that if you have not been able to go to work for 3 months, you will be sanctioned. And now that we have not been paid for this number of days, how do they expect us, or this number of months, how do they expect us to go to work?
Xavier, so how much are you entitled to at the end of every month?
We are entitled to 715.58 CDs every month.
Okay, so if the calculation be right, the government owes you about 2,100 and some coins, right?
Yes, for we the first batch deployed, and now 4 to 5 months national service trainee national service personnel 4 to 3 months. We are all in a daring situation now. Our lives are in danger. Our health, people are developing complicated issues each and every day.
Okay, so that was contained. So that was contained in your statement today. That said that you have declared strike effective today, which is 10th July. Your group is called CONSPAC, which is Concerned National Service Personnel Association of Ghana. What has been the discussion that has gone on between you and NASPA which is the National Service Personnel Association, which is recognized by every Ghanaian. What does NASPA do, and why do you have to step forward to fight for your allowances?
Yes, for about 2 weeks now, we have been speaking with our regional representatives, and from the look of things, they are not ready to represent our interests. I will come out point blank. We push and push and push various district executives and NS push for our interests to be represented. They will just tell us, for instance, the whole of last week, they were just promising us that the money has been disbursed. So by the end of last week, Friday, the money will be distributed into our account. Till date, we have not seen any money. Monday, they promised us that by the close of Monday, they will, which was effect, by the close of Monday, we will receive our allowances. The Monday has ended, nothing happened.
So, Xavier, I want to know the efforts that you've made to get your allowances. Have you spoken to the leadership of National Service Scheme?
We are supposed to reach them through our representatives, and they have failed to do that. So this is the language we can resort to for them to hear us out, and that is the language we have spoken. So what they are attending to our basic needs.
So can I confidently say that this strike is not supported by NASPA, right?
It is supported by NASPA members. We are not different from NASPA members.
But the NASPA leadership has not given you the mandate to go on this strike, right?
I am assuring you, and I'm emphatically stating that most of the executives of NASPA from district levels and some at the regional levels are part of this exercise. And there will be communiques that will even be released tonight before tomorrow. And we are not different from NASPA. We are the same people that constitute the NASPA. So since our leaders refuse to represent our true interests, we have to come out, we have to mobilize and join this force and fight this good cause for our needs to be provided. Because the state is failing to provide or to deliver its side of the contract. This is becoming a labor slavery. We are supposed to render a mandatory service to the state in return for allowance that will give us conducive condition of work of service. This, what is happening to us now, our economic rights have been abused.
Verily, you are entitled to your stipend at the end of every month. That I know. So can you confirm to me whether you've made any official statement to the leadership of NSS to the point that you have to go on strike?
I must say that a hungry man is an angry man.
So you are angry, right?
We cannot wait for any procedural people, because we know very well that whatever we write to them, they will never approve it for us to go on strike.
So you've not written officially to NSS?
Whatever, at this moment, we are grieved, we are angry, we are hungry, this is the only means we can resort to for them to attend to our needs.
So for how long are you going to be striking?
As long as they fail to pay us.
All right, so let's wait for your statement tomorrow, and then if anything, we'll get back to you and talk to you. Thank you so much for your time, Xavier. So we'll be waiting for your statement that will be released tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time, Xavier. Dogbe Eyobia. Wamaja NASPA for honom so mubufu NASPA for enkomomo wamaketu yakem asema wakambrofo bebrebe ni nyina asechere enono yento aso na fe fa adwenchere bra Facebook Power 979 FM na fe TVXY to adwenchere bra yabekenken ni nyina de ama oya national service ni dienti na NASPA for enkonse aketu ya ne beba wono mu NASPA mpanyifo ni nya wo musika na ena bobrodoncho na aka no wo munyo omode ana oye naspani ana oye national service person ene enwumre na se wo tie Kasiebo ya ma yehu se ne situation ne sitie yensan kwa ma ne so na ye ne opanyi eye ebobotwe entwetwe nkomo wono eye Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association one na president ya ne ba bon komo one mu chem say buy the tax bi abeto so 5% excise tax one more yenim so mo yensuo yo se omo na ye bottles ya isi yenim yo yenim omo chem say free April one ma bo finance ministry prom say sa to no eso one mu ntumi ntua finance ministry nya mfi omo ntu omo say nyankopon bo a eye bosume ne da to so do 10th July one be demonstration e dey afa kuma che say best start free Kwame Nkrumah Avenue na one ma fa Accra Technical University akwa ko PM Ministry of Finance na one ma boku jan a kire say sa to no Tono dos wo mo so dodo nti abai the 5% excise tax yi ba enya de ebebo ma ma adwuma koyi Uncle Bobotwe ena wo president de Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association but yensan kana ye ne no ebetwetwe enkomo ye to akase ebo no so de ama wo
ya to akase ebo no so de na ye concern who from na isane Ghana man panyina nado echem say ministers are owo ejese eyade ejese eswa kra emanu nti ohwe say ma asa matifiri
Uncle Baba okay. My kwa man so Uncle Bo is president of Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association. Uncle Bo ya ma ajo ma kwa ba de ba TVXYZ ne Power FM do
meje wando michia ETF nyina
ETF ajo do ma enti asie ye Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association ensure ya no na moya bottles na se mo dwumadie na moya no polythene bag na ya de toto ne ma no na ya moya na se de
and sooner bottle what is it bottle no what is it bottle water
okay
yes in here yeah
okay
and sachet no so in here yeah pharmaceutical in doing nyina so ne container store your bottle store your container nyina here in fact pharmaceutical any cosmetics for one packaging nyina here yeah.
Okay. It is a drinks are ya no more Ghana ha nyina bottles no more na moye. My auntie say 5% excise tax ya aban edia be ya mo se monti ase yi. Eno ye de to me nya business person it obi tifie na wo tia eno e de to sa.
Ye ka excise tax nta the basic tax ni de. Oye tax bia aban ahihye Dam at the Procuna was a tax or dangerous to human health or dangerous to the environment. Example, cigarette, it is dangerous to human health. It is was the tax, excise tax to cigarettes that, and it means that. Now, say yes for plastic, not as the excise tax, but to that. You were single-use plastic to do another low-gauge micron plastic to do almost was the excise tax to that. It means a lot of sense. But you were plastic to never be baby or what? It can there as a damn tax to that. It doesn't make any argument because for PVC pipe there is good enough. And a promise will be used. The PVC pipe and also in the east wood and electrician was by electrical wiring. It is a panel, if a plastic chair and a plastic furniture, if a poly tank and a jerry can, even foam mattress or your plastic. It is a if a nyemi or what, since I say no on yimba extended as the dam tax no ezero to do. Na aban worry said dam 5% excise tax no. When consulting hen, when with the hen, that will consulting hen up, get bet no one there, plastics no. If you oma, yeah, get to there or there was a dam tax. But on said there was a tax no, was it to do. But those and there one consulting hen in fee, precope na was a babe.
My auntie asio etisesi no ne nanka mo hwehwe free aban ho ne se aban ebesi nkonya na makọ na munyina na modi ano baabae ne broni friend dialogue no nanka wo the tax na toto ebiso nanka ebinso de aban ejai etisesi amature card de akoma Ministry of Finance from April yewo July mo na se May June July boso me ensanie aban fi mo no free demonstration am be kura placards akwa ko gina Ministry of Finance eno ne be bibi
Oh, it is our right to express frustration through demonstration. Therefore, not aban ankasa one. You are kwana who baby or this yankasa no, because of dollar CD exchange rate, we are already losing money. And since Ochodo or Padupa shut down our machine already 4 companies are shut down once they relocated again called Ivory Coast and a soon called Togo, and indeed our Ivory Coast. You guys, you know him, you know them. Pens and Plastics. Pens and Plastics. It's a company, it's over 50 years old, but because of tax regimes that our Ghana is very high, and they've been running on losses, and they had no option than there or be relocated. And she said, here for demonstration, the anti able to see a machine that you to see a machine near the co. But in there, the plastic industry, employment Ozoma, 30,000 Ghanaians. These are permanent direct workers. And Sana, you work for about 4,000 sachet water companies for Ghana. When they depend on us for one rubber hour there into the bottles. Should we shut down? It means that once we hear rubber, it was okay. Likewise, pharmaceuticals now other allied companies.
Okay, eti major amawa kono best 20 seconds. The message na wo edema finance ministry wa brasa tax we aba na wa kire say cost wa ne nsusuaso a ebetumi e de abremo ene Ghana for.
Oh, it will escalate prices, everyday basic prices, because pure water cost. If an basic staples are every day. We hear them packaging, and it's going to escalate prices. You penny them. In fact, a bank them taxi or a consumer tax. Yempa, consumers, Montreal. But the purchasing power is low, and open the market will have stiff competition with imported goods from China. And the yesterday, the Ministry of Finance won't suspend them taxi one friend. You bet someone ma also there was a taxes too. I'm sure one revenue and can expect no obey exceed.
Uncle Bo, Meninti, my infancy, I say, that's Nimra when you're my any Kobo TV XYZ, and for Power 97.9, any affiliates, any 84 agent. So I'm going to pay Yabasan Martin Kobo 10th July. Say, one Teshina, Moya Demuna, Yanso, Yababi Trana, Yamaiti for so who near Echo. Open your tin in Kenya, Bubuchi. One year president of the Ghana, Ikua, one more a bottle water, bottle water. Bottle no woman na ye and afi drinks are dry no plastic bottle na woman no bucket e di dware plastic ones no mo na ye omchem say buy the taxes at all mo dwuma so a ama omo ere aho or na president Ghana Plastic Manufacturers Association cause one for adventure ba e wo sa ensem we ho Kasiebo yeguso wo ha ye de ebremo ye be ko na akwakoje ye aboafo nkrato na yaba ye ba nsem no bebre na wo ho me na ekua betena se na afi ye de asomo ye fa sera Kasiebo Solar Natural Clinic and they wo ma specialize in kidney diseases and I feel liver inflammation na fe ehun sensam ho se bia wo sabo no yesi problem about pancreas problem about and I feel kidney ama na se atata ne ade akone nkohwe ye be ma waduro na fe ne ma yesi twetwe na ekoyie ma fe won so nya ahoto no won so wanwu nteme na kidney and liver diseases eku ma fo bebre na ewo Ghana ha se ya enya sam keto anti bra Solar Natural Clinic Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi KNUST trained doctor wode bibidro esanyare ye okokomlemle ewo Royal Castle Road no so ye ben Harvard Senior High School wo ba ye duro na no onnam adwumafo so anim te ye bo so da from command ye nei wo yare kidney ni liver ho sense wa no mabrofo do sa wa bra Solar Natural Clinic na be bo 0553 932631 0553 932631 ye wo kokomlemle ewo nkran ha Little George Health Shop wafa little George ene o birthday nyankopon enhira wo pa daiti sample for say papa ne waya ma no eni so ohire babo ama bene den krato nso aba say yemfa nhira nsem kese yemfa ma wafa little George awo little George health shop or Tema Community 5 in where we told them Ghana for no papa koa mixture pain relievers and chronic disease medications no e ade Ghana for wagini pa bibiri nkwa nti ene ya wa wode nyankopon emboa na afei niam ya dawa koma so nyina nyankopon emboa na nkoso ye open Mr Kill bema o mema yimu ayemre 3p garlic mixture aye du papa a wunye bi eno no ma bebo yi umoje mu fi na boost immune system no bi wo domino herbal powder ni nyina bi ewo ho a koa mixture opesa wo to adu little George ne nama ne good TV ne so no hwe eye mensa nifa so ho a obehu no ho 0243140213 Tema Community 5 PV obe run about na fe presby so dining team ho a na obehu no call little George ho edu no bo for eye papa nso wo ho ebetuma to ama bibia akonkan wo ko Spanish ginkgo capsules ebi eguo obi a wanyina opesa body eye sro sweet 16 ti se minu aba ya ne body eye sro sweet 16 yo de ti hey opesa body ni bia Spanish ginkgo capsules wo obi a rate fiade wo odi usika kwasie baabi yenja wo ne bodua na kumnipa ne nso usika yi ehyempaase nso wefi kope Spanish ginkgo capsules so be kaka ya de na aboa ma moja ne de afusani yi antekeba fo ne de bai wo mo anso ne de Spanish garlic mixture ene capsules nso abadwa so kono kope bia beboa wo na se atatai wo jonso 30 minutes 20 minutes bia wo jonso ama untumi na menstrual disorders so babo so nso a wona ama fo hwe ho agikogi pe obi wo a ne de ba asa mokua ne nkwe aba no ne na hwewiem se ya o ma adwuma na ebi wo 3 days no untumi ma adwuma ha dwen kono kope Spanish garlic mixture ni bi 0266 114111 antek for no between komo pharmacy shop be obi abowure mu Spanish ginkgo capsules ne capsules any Spanish garlic mixture bi ewo ho obetumi anya bi 3p garlic mixture semen kancho say nei ahia for doctor no udidi de bia dihem moja no fia bem fa 3p hohoro otena se cha osori a na achi usisi ananse mesrewa ananse nye postini o nasi tumi otitriti ye de ejakura to na otia so awonte 3p garlic mixture na fe obi o sugar kosoro ne ade udidi and digesting tem stress how general body pains wadawo ma onya 3p be bebo eye Piwak natural health for na dia ba Dr. Prince Nelson Mototi obo edwuma pa 3p garlic mixture na eja award pa every say kama mia manumbi edi ho adanse e frɛ no 0248928824 0248928824 Tuesday anopa bia eya hia no odwaba ase dwumedie so na one wo emmon komo ekua ye ba na fe woda adwenkyere ni bia ba mokoso amfa mo adwenkyere no embra ye ofidio ma se ya enche ye kwakonom x natural mineral water aba upedudu etu afre 0596273546 upedudu etu a oba xyz fidio ma anya mini pa Robert ebetumi ama obi ye nunu ya ye besa basisi a
Mesi menananum aguru basa abibra bro tibedu ehimle no na ma prema ye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa
makwa bad my some twene yakofa aboafo nkrato eba ye to ansam no esodia na sadia na manugu so America no Ghana mampanyina nado apa owura Herbert Krampa so nkonko boa ewo energy ministry o say ono obeye minister of state ewo energy sector ho na ensemi ekọ no de say mpanyimfo de nsemi atudwa efim brahye badwafie na speaker eka wasansemi ho no moma yentie bi
for prior approval of Minister of State designate. I trust this finds you well and in good spirits. I am writing to seek parliamentary approval for the appointment of Honorable Herbert as Minister of State at the Ministry of Energy in accordance with Article 78 of the Constitution. It has been the practice for some time for the Ministry of Energy to be populated by a substantive minister and 3 deputy ministers. In view of the exceptionally heavy workload now attendant at the ministry, it has become necessary to appoint a Minister of State at the ministry, in the person of Honorable Herbert Krampa, who is currently a deputy minister. I would be extremely grateful if Parliament asks.
Na wei aya nsema opanyi akasema fo mrahye bedwafie ade to dwa woni pa ya boni din no ehun
wa mrahye bedwafie wa achiame yire speaker Abasmano Kingsford Bagbin echire mo se Ghana ha mra bia yewura Sam George mudi enim ema yede ekoye se Ghana ha inu kwa se bema ene bema da na bema butu te se Kofi Debo wo ni sisi eti de na yonko bema Elvis butu nechi adan ya mefa no we nyina ya sem eti mra de etia na ebi mu asore Richard Dalaska ye djuma ewo CTFM o lawyer ni ene wo kirem se ewiasa konanim se se fundamental human rights o se den ena den eti wade asabna kokoto ne Dr. Amanda Odoi awo mu kire mu se da bi ewiase bebe eduru no obi hye ni pie mu a ne ode ne ho beye de mfa obi a ho ade ntina ye amana kwakoye ye friend se boni eti asabna de ko Supreme Court no Supreme Court de dawe bosumi ni de to so du son de ato ho eti se saada no ena wo bebu asem no na kwakohwe ni etwie mu ena na speaker bag ne kire mu se Parliament ena atwo mra ena mo ba beye na wo court de o se lai ben o mo fa ho kra.
Let it be known that when it comes to law making, until all the processes in this house are exhausted, there is no business for anybody, including the courts, to consider. Because the Constitution and the enabling legislation takes care of all these challenges until it is a law, it is assented to by the President. Judiciary has no jurisdiction to try to pry into it. This is notice. We have to take this seriously, or else our legislative authority is being taken away from us by other agencies and arms of government that should be resisted by the House.
Yanko na ya twaso ayisi watchers ekobia somdo omani edi abato nsem achi oman Ghana mu na omde atudwa akyerem se nei electoral commission numa bia se IPAC cramp na wo say anka se timi kyerɛkyerɛ dwenje samoyoku awodo na musifo a yakamu ase from IPAC no na anka wo so ntimi hwɛ ehu se na akɔ na so ne nyina no electoral commission ni numa bi fo punu achi kuntuna ase kwan so eno ne nyina no enya de timi bo na sansemi no owura kumi oyepanyi eda ano nsemi atudwa ewo ho
say police or say military is there so that if political parties and key stakeholders do not have this information, because at the last IPAC meeting electoral commission has not given this information to key stakeholders, and I remember say Omani Boama and some other people asked those questions and electoral commission said that you have to request before it is given. I think that is very, very untoward. Nobody will have to ask, because we don't ask for the voters register before you give it out. These are informations that when you give out immediately before the commencement of the exercise, it bolsters confidence. Now, no, transparent. But if you are now going to tell the people that they will now have to write to request for those information, it tells that if it didn't come to mind, that you have to ask, then it means that it is swept under the carpet, and a lot of people may use that, may abuse that particular avenue and use that to rig the elections. So, with the security services, now this is what we have there, and generally the transparency.
Yako ensemfufo muso ana chese yabako asantebante Buankra inland port port at say epoano a yakra containers e fama no ne ntade gum enuane gum a eba na ye no na ye bi okumase no na train eba ya kumase for no Burkina ni malifo die na ka edini nyina kokumase project start we yewa akofo abreso na no na yewa akofo ado ede eya sokobo from no 24 say to ababio se wo ba ya amana konkan na enyi project no ase kwase nkoye ne ade no nam so ema Roads and Transport Committee of Parliament and working visitor ko ho na wo kwa kwese na edwuma ne si ko or therefore kwesi bechi edi etire mayehwe se sabeka na no okoye no project na etisen ekoyi ana se ankoyi ana enti no ya gba homa no yensanka wo therefore ne so no Buankra Inland Port no edwuma no de o ma ya kwa kosi eno no wo ma me expect chire mu se until say ye be train kwan amana kwa kopiemu ewo Kumase no port no entumi nye adwuma da nti aban a wo bebo amana yeye no gise ye train kwan free nkran ha ana tema amana kwa kopiemu Kumase ansa nti ye port no kwa wi a train kwan na anye ready a eno so ebekwa kwa eti se buachi bidin ewo ho eti ensabno no adwenkyere no ha yebeka nkani nyina de ama na maame kwante mama yenda ase kakra na fe menhwe adwenkyere no na fe ne mo ka no menso menfa ento yeti for ne ahwefo enso eni menfa seda emfa emma wonomo aka kakra enso ede ama yena bibia nso entumi nkoso. Let's Talk Educational Consulting and Control say nei wo bana wadi 6 months eko 6 years no 12 months ye je bana tete no entrepreneurship no public speaking ne technology na fe art eboa obana kasa obi bisa se hwan banie wotebrofo na dwumodo Let's Talk Educational Consult ye wo teshi nungwa hwehwe wo teshi nungwa estate Mango Street no so wa ye ben lejokuku assembly no ye ben ne pe fre Madam Time Bomb was 0249069821 wo fre na wono we betwetwe nkomo school fees board from fa oba no nkosua Britain ne America fo wono mo ne ma omusua ni bi pepepe
Yamfanda se ama aye aduaba clinic me pacho modern so bedu na se watimi ahwoye na hoato na se ayaresama pa won setimi akabini ndo de ababonti nyina so no Food and Drugs Authority etimi ajatum kama ntimi so modern so ebema obenya aye SMB test ne bi na wanum na etimi asiesi kama ese bi oto ndro bi akwa won sebeka bi na wanum anya pomode mapa obetimi afre 0558 379545 na also woni mpanyimfo a eda edu heba clinic anu kasa na wonye ndu papa bia num na timi asiesi ye wo hwe na tira kwa ese headquarters no e wo mankasi Belfi Chrome
ese okupi bi no Friday so online yako Vegdank Healthcare for abaye was Painters Coca-Cola one Painters be do Coca-Cola stand chat na chi wo pe ye na ede enfide abaye de hwehwe hunamma kwa no mayihu yare ahodo a eha wo na yare a yakwadiri wo mu eye liver na se liver yare ni kwa amafo obi yare obeti se yesi de na ye no yesi liver de na ye no yesi kidney na ye dini na ye nom no emwaye diabetes na ye kidney stones bra na yendura yakofa free India a eye herbal base bibiduro kama kroje yamfa mwa na fe hypertension no enko kidney problems no na fe kidney stone no ni liver problem no entumi ko Vegdank Healthcare ye ka traditional practice medicine council for ho a ye no ni nyina 100% herbal a ye de esayare Sprinters Road Coca-Cola ye was Stand Bank no na chi wo pay free 0549 951 0549 951 and 0502-661-346 ofra kacho mo se ono abo without constituency say bra ne beja ya hwe o me hwe o kama pa e de amame
so ana ya dia sedani bi Emma Medimosis Clinic and Helper Center me pacho modern so bedu no ntimi hwe me pacho prostate unsensem we ye bema no nyamfihye aduanan ekwa modern se wonsabe ka eye Medimosis se eye nupe bi rotimi ano no esesi kama okọ so mecho saso na mema modo benada na fe awo unsensem ana hypertension ne ade nyina odu obehwe sciatica typhoid fever ya de odu nyina modern so beko Medimosis na test no mfidie wodo a yedbehwe ni peduanum kama bo ansa watimi anya duro bi nso anom mesre wo eye adanta barrier obehu mu ewo saso ena se eye kumasen so behu mu wo eye ahene ma kokobe modern so be from ewo 0244068447 now the eye Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center atwen komo no watimi aboa na so no watimi anya popone mapa
eno na Ghana Statistical Service edebetu dwa se Ghana your population ni benyina kwa ko do 52 million nyame boa 2050 na wo kire mo se endu 2030 akra be choke parties amafo bebre na eba yeti sa wo sika de be investment akoton sase bebre guo na 10 years time na 5 years time obeton asase no 3 times out the ton no or stake real estate sebra ye be ma asase amanso bia eni hunti nsase gudodo wa bebre ton yikuma bebre asebi doyumu afienya doreya ne Shy Hills the eastern part of Accra no se ho na Accra eko Accra western part ne de obekwa kotopum ho nsase ni nyina asa eti no konokoto or stake real estate for nsase ni bi ni bo onye den kototo 2 years time obeton no 3 times the price I would etoye nsase border from pa 0244 684069 0244 684069 ofra mpanyifo ebetumi aje so ya bare my work concern drivers and any birthday wasi PSC na o Minute TV so o mama happy birthday on little George and the birthday nyankopon hira mu nyina makanwi
so ana ya dia sedama eye Ruta natural products adupom dia bedwa so no ebi eye Ruta mesha eno no akutia malaria so ana Ruta Titanic eno no eye typhoid fever endro papa bia so nya binuma ebetimi esiesie na fe Ruta live eno so bo na se nipadua ne bia oil tese ayema awom corruption no atese aye bobby o nipadua no bi na se mbeni ni nyina na se watimi anantie na se ammo hoden fofo na moja no adi afurusane ye pa na boost immune system no so adi amam obenya adura to obi etondo bi afre 0244503443 na se oni omonkasa na se ndupei oso nya bi anonom
yanko sabasha ba center na Dr. Sabase menkanjo se bema de se ubo akokora na se bebe wedunu ntumi enye empemu akura ende normal na se ya branch pa na oba so no down channel ntumi nya hwe ebi wo hoye koku nto de koku eduru kese aba ano nam sabas koku bites no eboa obi ho an koku tumi pai wo kai mu na so ayehye de bia box mo ayekoko constipation we ma tim sisi yare ni nyina yundu wo ho a ye de esan yare Dr. Sabandro yi oba wontumi wo na wa hepatitis etete wo afi na asase Dr. say wanya hepatitis ko ho owedu obetumi abo ama bibia konkai tema community 1 okwa alaji mu ho a babale ho benya bi o kan si drug lane kins work for ho kwa Dr. Sabas Koko Edri ebi wo ho ashama ne kus pharmacy ye hospital na ye herbal center no La Paz a branch sport ni opsitwa pe e new market kwa no so Dr. Sabas bra obenya time ama na wati na wasam yare 050 006 4000 wo frena obetuma ajo so power specialist herbal hospital Dr. Kasiebo ya se ne component how bra we dey do be kan ye mfase kan enga ebe ko fibroid we dey do ma wa ebe yira kra ma oba wo ho ato ulcer wo ho aduro wanya accident dompo mu ebu anase bo na wo bo na afi onamu ebu a ye dey dompe ne besa to abium na afi wo so asa nante kama liver no na problem about hepatitis B, A, C, D ni ne kekeka ho na afi so no prostate issues Dr. Kasiebo ya se bra no so yare intentem so nyankopon nam no so ya nwan adwuma hwehwe ewo kwabenya ne ACP kwa no so ufi kwabenya o sane free na onsa benkum so na power bus stop ya so ye na no du ho atroto bia ebesi wo ho ufi ACP pokrase eneba wo furu dopo na kwa bom junction na onsa ni fa so ho na ye wo ya na 0244544422 Kumase Fonko Feyase Lake Road ya ni Just Go Filling Station edition ni mu na Takrade Fonko Anaji Estate ye ben Anaji MA Primary School 020 0383831 Dr. Kasiebo ya number no friend no na fe problem be wo bia on so for ma cool na bibia enkonkan aso bi ayira
so e bi amanfo ayira Mame Comfort aye gadaso ewo aye ablekuma agape down de to etiefo nyina nim se ono ane ba be my friend Enoch gadaso ekirem se wayira abrantie yira ewo Pokuase station wo mbrode Mame kokoye 1212 so mo to aduane ewo Pokuase station ho se ni tete abrantie yayira waye bia chia se bi obehu ni pei nanso kwa ohun nti ode asemi ade apolice for se Ghana fo nyina nkrafo nyina yemboa no na se eye Enoch gadaso no se ohun na kira kwa na se timi aboa na asomdwe so etimi aba eye afio nti osre so bibia wo mu abrantie no omodi mpuso me 0241 910 879 0241 910 879 na se omboa sebenes abrantie Enoch gadaso bebi o hye no ebusuafo betimi ehune so yiraye acha akra omaya acheso mu hunti mo hwe emboa abrantie nyemfrihia beye aduono ekọ enti ohune sa no aboa abata na ese busuin no monsa aka omode hye Mame Comfort gadaso wo eye ablekuma agape down na so kire se ne ba ma abrantie kama pa wayira enti ene mboa na nensa enka ne be enu achi eye ese eye Elijah Arthur enso akire mu na ese eye ndihye bia yira na abrantie ese eye sotom mpatemu na ese omuwa ese ono so eye ne yire Mame Paulina eye Lamisi ono so ayira na wose otise ofifie se beye enefua kakra ni omapena omuhunti omosre se amanfo ye omumboa na se eye Owura Elijah Arthur no kani Mame Paulina Lamisia ayire nso no se omuhunu esanso mapebia omuhunti no mrensemi akwakwadan aposifo se yemboa mo na se omonso omodehia ayira no omonsa enka eye omodehie no
yere Kasiebo ni nyina esie wo ha ene Kasiebo nyina ya very ma concerned drivers woni Uncle Little George de ni nyina ema mo news for ni nyina ema mo happy birthday yes accident be si wo golf house you see Osha ene dey buy wo your Facebook feed room golf house won ene wo hia kwan no so ana se tema minimum menye sure eti Ashashi eti National Fire Service for na fe MTT de Ghana police for yes accident be si wo golf house Shashi Mr. Momoma Monyenko John Sia ya da se wo hwe wo manso tontokom na Isaac Joy ya da mo nyina se wo hwe wo Nigeria mo am de messages e ba nyina ya da mo nyina se mo am tena fe hwe ya da mo ase mo nkoso ana tembia mo hwe TV XYZ yes so hine babo amabene ene okuada wo ko Power FM or the battleground no brewo kama pass anso na nenso Samijin free program na NDC 360 no so ebeba so TV XYZ yes sorry so as that kesen common news team no ya dubia PSC ofe bia na afe so no Ella ena Kofi Abrantia Ralph yada se MCR team no Alex na fe Emmanuel Kisi yada mu nyina se Eddie ena Francis ena fe Kofi the boy wono mu nyina wo camera a wo eboa ye ma bibia tumi ko nkan Edem ewo Power FM wona ma mote nka wo Power FM ototo ne ma nyina ewo ho na o se sen
ye kwa na se me baby Eddie ni birthday ye Darius Ochiribempo Ejapon ene nyame adom ode afe ba kwa ka wonfie ho nyame enkoso nchira saso na chese eye atade a hyemi kama Foster clothing ewo eye station tubleo lekma se yisi office ntem ha na ubehun bo modern sa atade bia wo pe no se wonsa beke bi
ojuda style kama we are friend of style bam
Foster clothing adaroma and say wojudwa eja hyemi santi chese ope bi ni foforo bebre akwa obeni kama nso no de mobetimi afro 0201855935 na say Foster 0201875935 na Foster clothing empam intare kama silitio arefratari odi apebia no obeni kama edi amam
abusuafo edi Kasiebo ni nyina egumu amohwe nyina yadamase midin edi PSC okra Boys Prefect Chief Tankers Honorable without constituency me ukuada ba minimu ukuada nuaba
akuya krantema
yakramo